Hello everyone, GameDog here, and welcome to Let's Play Off by Mortis Ghost, an abstract RPG maker game that has gained quite a cult following over the years, and personally, I really like this game a lot too. Let's start this. Right here is a warning in which this game actually uses its own fonts, and if you don't put it in, these screens look really weird. Thankfully I've done that. Anyway, caution, it is possible that certain scenes in this game are shocking to an unaware public, or maybe not. Yes, this game can get kind of disturbing sometimes. Just a fair warning. The musical pieces and sound effects of Off, created by alias Conrad Coldwall, are an important part of the game. It would be a shame to play without them. Alright, start putting in your name. Well, we know what I'm putting in. Game Dog. Alright. There's some weird spacing there. I don't know. It should be fine. Your name is Game Dog, correct? Yes. I'm a boy. Alright. Welcome, Game Dog. You have been assigned to a being called the Batter. The Batter is an important mission. Be sure that it's accomplished. We'll let you out in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called the Judge. Move my body. Use the arrow keys on your keyboard. To interact with the environment, use the spacebar or enter key. I think the Z key will work as well, and that's usually what I use for these games. Anyway, welcome to the world of Off. There cannot be any other living beings in Zone 0, so I must assume that you are only a mere figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the Judge, and I am aching to know your name, dear illusory interlocutor. I'm the Batter. I've been assigned to a sacred mission. Alright, the Judge uses a lot of big words, by the way. I usually have kind of a hard time reading stuff out loud, so, anyway. It is a pleasure. However, it is not the puppet I was addressing, but the puppeteer controlling it. What is your name, dear puppeteer? His name is Game Dog. He can't talk to us. However, he can hear and see everything. Even though you two are but an inexistent apparition in my eyes, let it be said that I am delighted to meet you as well, dear Game Dog. I believe we're in need of your services. Many people are in need of my services. You know, everybody loves cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in the most incentive manner. They adore us. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I see, but what sort of service can I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There's no objective more lateral than yours. I accept to serve serve you as a guide to this area, if it is of any help to you. Thanks. Let's see. I believe these are treasure chests. Luck ticket. See what that does real quick. Moderate amount of health. Okay, that's fine. Now the cat jumped up here. Let's go talk to him. Allow me to confess that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorial being. Might you in fact be a creature of flesh and blood? I think so. Yes. So I have been mistaken from the beginning. You did not interrupt me in my deluded phantasmas. This is relatively bizarre, I must say. For you are the first living being I was given a chance to encounter in this loop. I have in fact concluded that Zone 0 was an empty land. Obviously I was misled. However, there exist other zones, and in those territories, the risk of hostile individuals attacking you in the most violent manner is quite high. Your sacred mission will likely lead you to these lands. Would you like me to teach you the art of violent confrontation? I know how to play this game, but I'll do the tutorial anyway. Purification in process. This here is the battle screen. As you can observe, you will find yourself placed at the right-hand side of the screen. Your opponent, however, in this case yours truly, will be located on the left, the correct place for a single combat. At the beginning of combat, you will be confronted with a choice. You have to decide whether to attack, auto, or flee. Attack naturally permits you to engage in a fight in a classical fashion. If auto is your decision, the computer will make a strategic choice in your place, making you simply the spectator. Finally, flee, as its name indicates, is the option of the coward. I dehort this alternative. But now it is time for the offense. Choose attack, select batter, then choose attack anew to offer me with your bat, or to off me with your bat. Do not Do not utilize the auto function. The computer will not hold back, and I will take the risk of dying, taking my secrets with me to the grave. Okay. So attack. Now, in this game, you have an active time battle meter. You saw it there for a split second, but basically, we choose the character. You get more than the batter in this game at some point, and you hit attack. Excellent, dear sportive companion. You must consider the fact that the batters in the enemy's levels determine the impact of your assault. It is possible that you or your adversaries could avoid the barrage of attacks that you will throw at each other with slyness. On occasion, your cast iron will get a critical hit, which will cause teeth to fly in heaps. But let us move on. If you are willing to, you may have noticed that that when you chose attack for the first time, after you select the batter, a new window opened itself in the lower right side of the screen. There you have a choice between a few new options. Attack leads to a sole strike against a likewise sole adversary. Competence permits you to use one of your special skills, which is basically magic in this game, and objects will grant you access to the items you are currently carrying. It's the items option. Finally, you have yet again, the opportunity to flee. But remember, solely the batter is responsible for that option if in his personal menu. How about trying to utilize an object? Take this luck ticket and use it on the batter's person with gratitude. Okay, so that's what an attack looks like. Alright, so select him, object. Impeccable. Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy, my friend. Then there is one thing we have not yet addressed. I am, of course, talking about competences. They are generally, in layman's terms, special moves. They can trigger surprising effects. They may induce resurgence of health points, or maybe in themselves powerful attacks. Nevertheless, know this: any use of the competences leads to the consumption of CP, competence points. So I ask that you use these skills sparingly. Once your CP are completely consumed, it'll be impossible to carry out a heavy assault. As if you happen to cross swords with a tougher opponent, before being able to get some more CP, victory will be uncertain. But try it right away. Choose competence, and then try the wide angle, which will allow you to analyze your enemy. Oh, alright. Alright, batter, competence, wide angle. The judge, an odd-appearing cryptic cat. 300 health, 30 CP, no weaknesses or resistances. Now you know not only about me, but also about the art of battle. About the wide angle. Know that its analysis will always be based on the start of the battle. Thus, if it may accidentally analyze adversaries that have already been knocked out for a long time. Confrontation ends theoretically when the health points of your team or all your opponents fall to 0. Take good care of your health if you want a successful career in purification. From now on, you will be ready to crush all impure obstacles that get in your luminous mission's way. Well, supposing your intelligence is on the same level of your inviolable capability of dealing bat blows to an innocent cat, be as it may, your training has not reached its end yet. Let me ask you to follow me, if you still want me as your guide. Maybe we go down that door later. I'm gonna do what he says for now. Oh, whoops. That happens sometimes in this game, too. It's a little annoying, but it's not too bad. Ah, yes. To pass through here, you need to use your cerebral organ. You know, the one bathing flavely in your thyocranium. I believe that those floating blocks correspond to the symbols you can see on the wall in some way or another. This one's pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The blocks go away. Is there a problem, my dear? Oh, okay. He wants me to figure this one out on my own. Alright, so 1, 2, let's see, 6. I think that would be this one. 2, 3. Wait. Oh no, I'm already messing this up. Alright, I forgot the 8 right there. Now you have to do the 8, go to the 2 the second time, and then the 3. There we go. Alright. Ah, finally. After all that exertion, the eagerly awaited recompetence makes its entrance to the scene. Okay. I believe here's another puzzle. Let's see. A piece of silver flesh has been found. What does that do again? Oh, it restores your magic. Okay. Here's what we gotta do. Okay, so 448287. 448287. 4, 4, 8, 2, 8, 7, enter. There we go. Puzzles get much more complex later on, though. I don't know, I like tough puzzles. Anyway, Here's an accessory that is going to be especially helpful on your purifying quest, dear enlightened student of sportive friend. It is a cube, hovering in midair, as you have likely noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to differentiate it from similar ones. By the contrast in the bad taste is it imposes on your view that it's clashing color, defying a sensible course of plastic arts. However, do not judge it too quickly, because despite its criticizable appearance, this red cube is is of undeniable use. Aside from rendering you the entirety of your health and competence points, is capable of saving your progress and sending you to the nothingness. The nothingness is a lure of translation outside of space itself, when you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. Now, I now invite you to try it out in order to discover locations most populous than this deserted land. Open your wings, my dear companion, and hurry away towards the following zones without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grab you. Okay. Do not worry. I too travel a lot through the different zones of the world. You will newly meet another eventually, without a doubt. Ah, by the by, take this. This object of curious name will be a key that permits you to enter Zone 1. Have I clarified that you can at any time consult your inventory and characteristics by pressing the escape key, or the X key as I've been using, the Leo card. Okay. Health points complete and competence points completely restored. So yes, this gives you a full heal. It's also a save point, which I don't think he told you. Save right there. And then they also allow you to go to the nothingness. Let's go there. Alright. Now this is kind of a strange place. They say like world map down the bottom. Like, okay, if you can't tell by now, this game is very abstract and very bizarre in a lot of ways. But that's one of the reasons why I like it so much. Let's see. We can't go to any of these yet. Yeah, Zodiac card. Yeah. Yeah, we can't go to any of these yet. The room. Oh, okay. We gotta go to Zone 1. We don't need to save. We just got here. Train number 1 is a really useful means of transport to get about Zone 1. Please select your destination. Let's go to Damien for a second. Train number 2 hasn't been active for a long time. Oh, no. Okay, we were in Elson. I want to keep that in mind, though. A visitor. Welcome to the smoke mines. May I know who you are? Are you an inspector? No, I'm the batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. If you can't tell by now, the batter doesn't really talk much. He mostly observes. Anyway, the batter, the impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet, or perhaps a man of belief? Yeah, something like that. Who sent you? Nobody. I'm being led by Game Dog. Ah, I don't know him. He must be a member of the superior personnel. In any case, that's good. It means our request has been acknowledged. Here, I'm going to explain your task. You're at the smoke mines of Damien, the southern part of Zone 1. Here, we send workers into deep tunnels to unearth metal from the ground, freeing embedded smoke that was trapped in the depths. Thanks to a variety of tools, we are able to put some of it into bottles, which the Queen sends to other zones. The rest of it flows free, forming the air that our lungs inhale and exhale, so we can live. As the first of 4 elements, it's an important element. Because without smoke, people would have nothing to breathe. So there we are. And so, finally, how do I put this? Where are the impures? Oh, yes, there we go. There are many specters in the mines. They are being more and more aggressive. But, in fact, it would be better if you didn't enter the mines, because the regulations forbid visitors to access them. So here's what we're going to do. There's an annex tunnel from that nobody goes into. But a miner went in there some time ago, and he saw something strange. He said nothing like usual. So I thought maybe it's the chief of the specters. So there's your task. If you accept, you'll go into the Annex Tunnel and kill the chief of the Spectres. Then the Spectres will disappear, and we can work properly again. There we go. Yeah. Do you have any questions? No. Ah, great. Impeccable. The tunnel is right down there. I'll be waiting here. Oh, the judge again. Well, who do we have here? Is that not Game Dog and his picturesque jumping Jack the Batter? Are you the Spectre's leader? Certainly not. I am only passing through, not unlike the smoke which is being extracted from the pale and metallic place. However, I believe that I know where the one you are taking you are taking for an ectoplasm can be found. To tell you the truth, I am perplexed. I think it is one of those peculiar objects called a spherical add-on. I have very well tried to approach it, but the operations have failed systematically so far. But I am thinking, maybe you, one who does not have a physical order, will succeed in affiliating the spiritual entity to yours. So talk to this strange sphere. Add-on Alpha has joined you. These are your party members. What an exceptionally intriguing phenomenon. I must admit that I remain perplexed by this unexpected metaphysical reaction. Fair enough. Since it is decided to accompany you, I know only to advise you to make the best usage possible of it. Got it. The Chief of the Spectres isn't here. Sorry, but I fear I have to respond in the negative. Apart from this add-on, I have not crossed the way of a single soul in this loo. Alright, so if we look at our inventory, or our stats real quick, we have add-on I Alpha. He's, I'm not gonna lie, the add-ons in this game, they are useful to have as party members, but aside from learning different skills, I never really noticed too much of a difference between them. They're still very useful, though. Ah, you're back. So, have you killed, the Chief of the Spectres? No. He wasn't there. Oh, really? Bugger. Crap. Well, I believe I'll have to let you into the mines, into the main gorges then. But, regulations oppose it. Alright, I suppose this is a very special case, as stated in paragraph 5. So, good. Well, main mines are on the right. There. Okay, I kind of want to explore around first, though. What do you have to say? I see a chest there. Soon I'll be promoted. I'll be a supervisor in Alma. I'm anxious for that day to arrive. Luck ticket. Okay, those are good to have early on. Because as per usual, I find the hardest part of these kinds of games at the very beginning, because you don't even have, like, healing spells yet. What are you doing here? Are you the mine inspector? I really established that we weren't. There are phantoms down there. They keep us from working properly. But now it's break time for me anyways. You've come to eliminate the specters. That's good news. The lamps don't always work in the endmost caverns, and since everything looks the same around here, it's easy to get lost. There are phantoms in every corridor. Be careful, mister. And besides, who let you enter? Normally the regulations prohibit external visitors. Show yourself, corrupt children. I'm the voice of forgiveness that eliminates your calcimus forms. Prepare yourselves to suffer my judgment. And here we have the Spectres. Every single enemy you fight in this game is a ghost. Well, just about. There are some exceptions, but basically, let's wide angle. I'm gonna try to do this to every enemy, by the way. Common Spectre, mysterious ectoplasmic incarnations, light resistance against smoke. Uh-oh. Yeah, I believe they all attack at the same time, but if you take them all out one at a time, I think they go down in one hit. These guys really aren't too bad, but they just attack less and less each time. You shouldn't die during this battle, and at most you should have to use like maybe no more than one object. Certainly a little intimidating, though. I quite like the art style of this game, too. Alright, only 2 left. I love this battle theme, too. I think it's called, like, Peppered Steak or something. It is among one of the strangest battle themes I've ever heard in one of these games. Anyway, adversaries purified. 400 experience, 80 credits, which is your money. This add-on is fighting by my side. That's practical. Let's purify the other galleries. Alright. Now here we have a yellow save point. These are basically exactly the same. However, you cannot go to the nothingness with these. That's not too big of a deal, though. Alright, let's save our game again. I don't think I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.